Hi guys, Jess Speciale here and you are watching Mum on Purpose. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about a little situation I had on the weekend. Really, I'm talking about empathy. Now, I first kind of really thought about empathy when I started listening to a bit of Brené Brown. She's amazing. I love Brené Brown. Love everything that she's about. And I love that she just doesn't waver for anybody. Ugh, love everything about it. Anyway, so I kind of got exposed to this idea of empathy and vulnerability and all that kind of stuff and how it really leads to us being really authentic with ourselves. I realized I don't have a lot of... Didn't. I'm getting better. Never used to have a lot of empathy in general. I don't know, I guess I was a little bit self-centered, but not in a rude way. Just that I couldn't really understand because I was so caught up in my own stuff. And I just think to myself now how awful it must have been for my friends. Because they would be telling me something and I didn't really understand how to empathize with them or what they needed to hear, and I'd always try and give advice. And isn't that like the last thing that you need? I think mums are really good for this. Like, I would be telling my mum about something and I really just want her to empathize with me, and then she'd try and give me advice and be like, ugh. And I know as mums, you've never had anybody else give you advice on how to be a mum, right? Oh, isn't that the best? Getting advice from other mums. Or people that aren't mums on how to be a mum. That's a good one. Anyway, I realised that this is something that I really need to develop. And I was watching like a YouTube clip. And a really great exercise that they gave for empathy and how to develop empathy is by having some quiet time to stop and to think. And first of all, to think about people in your life that you love. Think about how much you love them and give that love out to them. Then think about somebody who's done something nice for you recently. Think about how much you appreciate what they did for you that was nice. Then to think about yourself and to give yourself love, and to think about things about yourself and really give that love to yourself. And then to send that love out. Send that love out to your loved ones. Send that love back out to the people who have done really great things for you or have been kind to you. And then to send that love out just to everybody. Could be, I do this at the gym all the time when I'm stretching. It's great because I have my headphones on and I close my eyes and people think that I'm like focusing on music or something, but I'm doing this exercise. And so I send love out to everybody in the gym. I don't know who they are. Then I send love out to everybody in the car park. I send love out to the greater community, and it helps me. It really kind of helps that empathy muscle, I guess, because it gets me to start kind of thinking about people more so. Now, the way that this relates to my little experience was, I was talking to somebody and they hadn't done things that they said they were going to do, and they asked me if I could do something, and I was like, well, look, things haven't been great for me at the moment, so no, I haven't done that and I don't have the opportunity to do that. And then they said, yeah, me too. I was like, what? Come on, man. Like, I'm just telling you that I've had stuff going on and you're saying me too? And I kind of got like that hit, like, oh, come on, dude. Like, I'm not out there playing a victim by any means, and I do not want sympathy, but it would have been nice for you to be like, oh, really? I had no idea. And then go on with your conversation. Or, oh, really? I had no idea. Me too. Or, oh, wow, that must have been tough. Me too. So I noticed that hit. And something that I've started really doing with myself is understanding when I get a hit, I get that emotional, like, ugh, in myself, that's hitting me hard for a reason. And instantly, when I started to think of why that was happening and why I was feeling that, I got all these images of all of the times I've been so not empathetic to people in my lives. And I understood that's why I was getting that lesson. Like, it wasn't a huge lesson. It was just somebody saying something that I didn't want them to say. But for me, it made me go, wow, all the times people have confided in me or said things to me and I'm just like, yep, or they've said something to me, they're going through something and I tried to give them advice. Oh my God. I remember I was helping a friend through a breakup and all I was doing was giving her advice about my relationship and how great it was. That relationship ended up breaking up anyway. Like, it just made me realize how important it is to understand people and to give people understanding, and how you can improve your relationships just by letting people know that you understand them, because really they don't need you to say anything. They just want to be validated. People just want to understand that you hear them. Yes, you hear them. You know what they're saying. You can understand, and you can understand it would have been awful. That's something that I'm trying to do a lot more of. And I'm also understanding that when I get these big hits of emotion, it's because there's a lesson in there. There's a lesson that I need to understand, and there's a lesson that I need to realize for myself. So I hope that you got something out of that today. If you need anything on empathy, Brené Brown is your girl. She's great. I'm halfway through her new book, Braving the Wilderness. I'll do a book review for you guys shortly on it. I think it's really cool what I've listened to so far. I'm listening to it on my Audible app. There's a little exercise for you guys on empathy. I'll speak to you guys next time.